Go, there goes in the universe.
Mm.
Minimize that.
Hey, everybody, are we live? Yes,
Yes,
we
Yeah.
yes,
are. We
yes.
are live.
Here.
It always takes a minute to get the link. Here we go.
Yeah,
There it
to it
is.
to build up. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it
All
really
right.
does, which is cool.
We are now live.
Get the link, send it out. Welcome, everybody. It is cold outside. Come on in, get warm.
The weather outside is frightful.
Let's get warm with What's Up People News.
Yeah. I hope y'all had a good day for everybody that's tuning in. Hope everybody stayed warm. If you had to shovel, shovel out your driveway, your car, your parents' car, your grandparents' car. If you got nice neighbors, help them out too.
That's right.
You know,
I'm just
but I
trying
hope everybody
to.
is staying warm out there today.
Hi, hi. The usual suspects filing in. File in. Take a seat. Get some
Take a
hot
seat.
cocoa. Some hot cocoa. Y'all
Hope
drink
you
hot
guys
cocoa?
sit back, relax, and get
I'm
ready
on a
for
diet.
an awesome show.
I think that's sugar-free hot cocoa, right?
I don't know.
I think they do. I mean, I don't drink any of it, but I think they have sugar-free hot chocolate.
You don't drink hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Is that it
I just
goes
don't.
against your veganism?
I mean, because it's sweet, but I do think that they have a one that's sugar-free. I drink coffee. I don't never been a hot cocoa kind of gal. I drink coffee.
You got to mix it with the coffee.
Yeah, I used to
Cocoa
do
and
that.
coffee? Wow.
Hot cocoa and coffee. That shit's bomb.
Hmm.
That sounds like it would make it very sweet.
No, I mean
You
it
won't
depends
need
on how,
sugar.
how sweet you make your coffee.
Now I
I
use
mean, if
the
you have one sugar really ain't gonna make it too sweet.
that's true. I do the substitute.
The
No.
the
Truvia.
blue packet, the pink packet, or the
Oh
yellow
no,
packet.
those are nasty. That pink packet. What? Why do you need
That
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 shit's
was
pink?
powder.
that
Whoa,
was what was that
man.
back in the day? Sweet and low.
Sweet
Yeah,
and
oh
low. Yup.
my
The pink packet was
gosh.
sweet and low.
That
The
stuff
yellow
is
one was,
awful.
I forget what the yellow one was, but I know the blue one was equal.
Was it
Yep.
Splendid or Splint or something like that?
Splenda. No, Splenda.
Splenda.
Yeah,
That was
No,
the
Splenda.
no,
yellow
there
one.
was no Splendor back in the days.
Oh, back in the
It
day.
was pink, yellow, and blue. Pink was the sweet and low.
Yup. Blue was the
Yellow, I can't.
equal.
Blue was the equal. I can't remember what the yellow one
I
was.
can't remember what the If y'all
See,
know
I
what
There
the
always
was no
yellow
Splendor
packet,
back in the day.
I thought it was Splenda. I thought the yellow was Splenda.
There was no Splendor back in the
So what
days.
was the yellow thing?
Oh, there wasn't.
Yeah, we need to find when it came out because
yo,
I could swear I had Splenda because I used to, and my mom, she would have equal. I thought she
It
had
might have just.
Splenda.
It might not have been a blue one. It might have just. I mean, a pink, a yellow one. It might have just been uh sweet and low.
I just asked the group.
I'm done. See, she said
Nope.
that. I agree with your wife.
There wasn't always a sweet. I mean, a Splendor. Splendor
Can,
is fairly new.
can someone look that up for us? I'm all set whenever you guys are ready. I am.
I had to ask the usual suspects.
Anyone know?
I don't know. We about to find out. We'll have to wait for like Randall
So
or
hold on. What was the one that was filled with all the saccharin?
When it came out, 1976.
That is back in the day. Thank you.
But it was
So
not
what
on the
was it?
scene
What was
like
the
that.
answer?
I
Was
use Truvia right now. That's what I use. Pack cast. The
We
yellow.
got Marie saying
Jesus.
she's way too Dutch for that.
Yeah,
She don't use sugar packets.
and that's a good thing.
What do they have sugar cubes in do the Dutch use sugar cubes like actual? Is that what they do? I don't know.
I don't know.
Good
I'm
question.
curious. I would like to know.
They're on what is that? Delay. So maybe you'll get that answer. What they use. Oh, I forgot to put it in the group thing. Wow, Natasha. So
About to
bad.
party hardy today.
I'm all set whenever you guys are. I'm just
I just had to put that out there. We just gonna wait for Brother Oreo. When he comes back, we'll get right into it. I hope everybody out there had a I hope everybody had a good day despite the weather. You know, it was ugly, it was cold.
I don't think everyone got the weather that we got unless they're in the northeast of United States.
United States.
Yeah, we got blasted, guys. How many inches we get? Did we get like a foot? Or two?
Probably a foot and a half.
Foot and a half. Yeah, there's a lot of
I
snow.
woke up at like 5 this morning and started shoveling, and it was already deep. And then
Right.
we got that second round.
Exactly.
So
Right.
yeah, I would say about 2 feet, just
Yeah.
about somewhere around there.
It was a lot of snow. Definitely a lot of snow. I don't like it.
My
Come on,
thing.
brother. Come on, brother Dave.
Is my
Oh,
thing.
they got different types of Oreo cookies out in Dutchland.
They do? No, we don't see you, brother Oreo.
Strawberry Oreos. Wow.
Wow.
I never heard of that. Strawberry Oreos.
Wow, we're behind the times.
I see. Would you eat some strawberry Oreos?
He's talking to you.
Probably.
Dip that in some milk? I don't know, man. That sounds kind of official though. They got that in Dutchland, out where Miss Marie at.
Yeah, that does sound good. I'm allergic to strawberry.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna see if we got some strawberry Oreos here in the States. I mean, shit, they got mad different flavors. They got red velvet, they got mint,
Wow.
they got what was the other one? Lemon.
The red velvet one isn't that hot.
They're not that good.
They're okay. Super sweet.
Because I seen them in the store today. I'm like, I don't know. I might have to try them, but I had some other stuff I had to grab. But I was looking at them like, rubbing my chin like, I might need to try that. But we're all here, which is
Yeah,
good. You know what I'm saying? If y'all in the chat, y'all already see the host with the most is back in the building. Like I told y'all last week, he gonna be here this week. So let's get it to him. Let's give it to him. Y'all ready?
Oh.
Let's do it. Wait, hold on. We got to reverse it. So now we roboting.
I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah, y'all do your thing. I'm
You've been winging it for almost 2 years now.
No, it has not been a year. It has not been a year yet.
Yes, it has.
No, January 22nd is the day my mom died. I did the show the day she passed away, and that was January 22nd. I will never forget that, ever. That is my anniversary here.
Is it really?
My mom passed the same day. It was January 22nd.
I thought we did episodes before then. We might have to go back and look.
No, the first, I know what I wore. It was a pink blazer and jeans and sneakers, and I had my glasses on. I'll never, that is a day I will never forget. It's January 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't do anything before we talked, but that was the first day. It hasn't been a year yet. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, it's almost a year. See, 2 years. I haven't been with y'all for no 2 years.
Another little month.
Yeah.
A little over a month.
We'll have to have a party. But
right.
Yeah, come on.
We got to do it by Zoom. All right, let's go.
What you got? What you got?
Who?
They got, real quick, Frosty Knowledge, you got to drop a teach me how to Doug eat roll.
Yes, see, Michelle Porter knows January 22nd. She's a witness. It was. Yeah.
Mama Queen, all right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, there it is. So let's give it to them and let's get this show started. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yo,
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 yo.
yo.
Oh, we gotta do that again. That was, that was,
Disconnected.
Yo.
That wasn't even me.
that was
That was
off.
y'all two. I'm like, y'all are off. Can't blame me for that one. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get back in. Come on. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Round two. Round two. We're gonna do this. We got this. It's for y'all people. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yo,
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 yo.
yo.
There
Brian,
we
you
go.
still
What's
like-
going on?
She over there doing the BOGO.
Yo, welcome,
the
welcome,
dance.
welcome, everybody. If this is your first time tuning in, we're a local online news show. We talk about local, national, and international news. I am your co-host, Frosty McNuggetts.
And I'm your host with the most Frosty Oreos.
Cheer.
They keep telling me I'm a host. I don't know if I'm a host or a co-host. I am a host. I am a host too. I don't know. I don't know how we have two hosts and a co-host. We can all be
Hey,
hosts.
that's how we doing What's Up People News.
Frosty knowledge. We doing what we do.
Yes, we doing what we do.
Welcome to What's Up People News. Hit that subscribe button if you are new here and hit that notification bell. Guys who have been here already, please.
You know, hit them with that thumbs up. Hit them with that thumbs up.
Thumbs
Don't
up.
don't forget about that share button as well.
And share.
Yes.
Absolutely. You got it.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
You know, tell all your friends and family. This is one of the best news shows on YouTube right now, other than TYT, because they doing their thing and all that. But this is second best. This is the best, other than TYT. But with that being said, we about to do what we always do. Updates. Gonna start with the hostess with the most. How's your week been so far, brother?
Did he call you a hostess?
No, I said the host with the most.
Nah, you definitely said the hostess. Put some respect on my name.
My fault. Hashtag call him his name. Frosty Oreos.
Reclaim your time. He's reclaiming his time.
Right. Nah, so you know what I got is
Little mama's not happy.
Mm-hmm. She not.
I
What y'all
please
do?
excuse me, y'all.
No, we get it.
Excuse me
This
for
is
the
live.
rockets
This is
in
what
the
happens.
rockets in the background.
Parenthood.
You know what I got is really brief, real quick. You know, my week's been going. I got some little bit of leg trouble going on, but you know, it's shit that always happens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm doing good this week. How about you guys?
I'm good. I don't have any complaints. You know, I just don't like the snow, but I'm not driving in it to go to work, so I really can't complain. I'm commuting from my bedroom to the kitchen to work, so I don't
Crazy
have
commute
any,
right there. I know you
Right,
a lot
right.
of traffic on the highways.
I don't have any complaints other than I just feel like I'm always here at the table working because you're never focused at home. Like it's really a difficult thing to do is to work at home when you have your kids doing homeschooling and people running around asking you questions and needing food. So yeah, I'm sitting here for long periods of time. It sucks, but I have a job, so thank God. I'm good.
Right,
How are you?
Right. I'm good. I don't like snow. I mean, I like it when I was younger, when I was in school. Hey, it's snowing, snow day. I ain't gotta go. I'm good. We're gonna drink some hot chocolate. We won't get into that. Y'all already know. But now that I'm older, if Jack Frost was a real person, I would have assassinated him 10 years ago. I'm not a fan of snow right now. Make my back hurt. Got a shovel. Then it freezes and it's cold. My hands get frostbit. They get red. You know what I'm saying? My toes get cold. You know what I'm saying? Now that I got the Mr. Clean, my head gets frozen. Like, yo, I'm not happy about what's going on outside right now.
You gotta get a better pair of snow. You gotta get a pair. You gotta get a better pair of snow boots. Like, listen, I got some boots. I went up there. I'm like, oh my, and I just got them. Like, no water went through. No nothing. It was just warmth. Some LL Bean joints. Yo.
Oh yeah, see that's high grade boots right there. LL Bean is they're made for snow.
Right, and yeah, I was like shook. I'm just like, wow, I am never gonna buy another type of boot ever again. This is it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it out. But other than that, I did have a good week. I got all my Christmas shopping done. So I'm happy, you know. Got to get that done. Didn't have to step into a store. You know, did online shopping, was great. Knew what I needed. Clicked the button, and I was done. So I'm good. Good week. Can't complain.
Wow.
Oh. But with that being said, we're about to get this show started and get this show rolling. And we're gonna pass it off to the one and only, the host with the most.
Man,
Is that better?
Know. Yes.
Let them know. Let them know, Frosty. Let them know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So the reason why my AKA is call that man his name is President. I'm not gonna say elect. President Joe Biden is starting to get the recognition that he should have gotten weeks ago. You know, you got these stubborn ass Republicans, you know, wanting to call him a fraud and do all this other stuff. But now you have to call that man his name, President Biden. Not Sleepy Joe, none of that other bullshit that the 4 or 5 put together. But you got to call that man his name, President Biden.
President Biden.
And you gotta call her by her name. I should have put that on there. Vice President Harris.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's you know what I mean. I have to put that out there first before anything. That's what I got for right now.
All right.
Did that come from them just certifying it? That's why you're saying like
yeah, I mean
it's official.
Right. So the reason why I brought that up is because you know the 4 or 5 still isn't saying it, but you know you got his cronies following his footsteps. But you know William Barr resigned, said he'll be out by Christmas, but he has called President Biden by his rightful name. President
now.
Biden.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So we gotta, it's just time. It's time. Call that man his name.
Yeah.
Even as much as nobody liked, the fact that the 4 or 5 made his name or got elected, they still handled everything with dignity and class. Pass the baton and let him fumble it and drop it and fuck it up and all that.
And he sure did, didn't he?
He sure did.
My God, did he? Oh my God. Stuff's just coming out every day of the mess that they did. Oh my God. Ugh. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
And to add to that, like when just like Brother Oreo said, when the 4 or 5 was when he won his race, people was like, he's not my president. I don't claim him, but they still gave him the recognition that he won. You know what I'm saying? Like they was like, I'm not rocking with this dude. He's not my president, but he still won. The MAGA people, they're just like, nah, nothing. Like they're not taking. They're like, they can say, oh, Biden's not my president. Just same thing we did when the 4 or 5 was elected.
Right.
But it's either all or nothing with them. So
right.
It's funny, it's sad, but that's where we're at right now. This is where we're at.
Yeah, country
But
divided.
right,
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Hmm. Oh well. Bye.
deuces,
Right.
Bye.
deuces.
See you, the Southern District of New York.
Oh, Trump isn't going to the well. He ain't going to the inauguration. Um, and they don't want him in Mar-a-Lago.
Right.
They was
Right.
like, we don't want him down here. Stay where you at. Like he's just the redheaded stepchild that nobody want now.
Did you hear that they were gonna auction like blowing up his defunct properties? Like the properties that he used to own or not or something like that. I didn't maybe the usual suspects heard more, but I just heard a little bit. And like the proceeds are going to like, I don't know, like inner city kids. Yeah, so like if he has a property that he doesn't have or used to be a Trump Tower, they're gonna auction off. You can blow it up for this amount
Wow,
of money. Like they're gonna give it to charity.
wow.
That's how
Well,
much he is hated and despised. So yeah, he's vile and disgusting.
yeah, like Randall said, man. Nobody
Rundle.
want that clown.
Rundle.
Rundle. Yeah.
Sorry, Brian.
I saw it and seen an A instead of a U. But anyway, enough about that. Enough about that. So thank you, brother Oreo, for that quick weekly sum up. I'm gonna
Oh
switch
wait,
gears. Oh
wait,
wait.
wait, 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 wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before we switch gears. Um, hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull up her name. I have to state this and put this out there. Um, because it needs to be talked about. All right, I got it. So there's a woman, and I believe she's in Phoenix or in
Hmm?
Arizona. Under Facebook, she went by the name of Shannon Bass, if that's her name, or I don't know if that's her name, or it was somebody else's live. But her son was in a facility out there. He was on a suicide watch and has autism. But the boy, as well as two other teens, escaped from
Wow.
this facilities. Now they said that he scaled the fence, they scaled the fence and went on a run. They've been missing for I think for a couple of weeks now. Um, I just we're gonna put those links in the description along with the
Hmm.
chat, right?
Yep.
And y'all have people in that area. Y'all may have seen this little boy. She was trying to get her son home, for Christmas. She has answers that nobody wants to answer, or she has questions that no one wants to answer in a way that they're handling this whole situation. Especially in a time like this when, people of color are being targeted and tormented,
Hmm.
caught up in the child trafficking and all that other stuff.
Right. Right.
They should have been a bit more diligent in their job and what it is that they do. But if you guys, once you put the links in there, click on it, watch it, it's a really heartbreaking bit of a tearjerker. But if y'all know
Hmm.
people in that area where she's from, tap in, try to help this woman out.
Did they find the other two?
I think they didn't say in that news report. I put the link for the news report that they put together for her, but they didn't. It doesn't really talk much about the other two boys.
Hmm.
So I'm putting the link that brother Oreo is talking about in the chat. So yeah, definitely check that out. Um, it's messed up what happened. It wasn't doing their job basically.
Mhm.
Oh man, the link's a little too long. Hold on, we're gonna have to just do it like this then. There we go. All right, everybody. The link is in the description to the story that brother Oreo was talking about the missing kid from the facility. So definitely after the show, check that out. And again, we'll have that link in the description after the show. Is there anything else that you wanted to?
Nah, that was it. That was it. I just had to add that.
You know,
Whatever you got, I'm like, we
I
got
was still going with it. I was still going with it.
Exactly.
All right, so we're gonna switch the gears again.
I want to touch on that too.
You want to touch on that? Okay.
No, just a little bit, and not even necessarily that story. I mean, but the story is all too familiar, and I just want to. We always have to say this as like Black people, you know, when Black children are missing, the national outrage is not there. It's just not. Nobody talks about it. You really don't know. It's like a little blurb of a news story. And there's such a difference between when, you know, no shade to little white girls with blonde hair, but it's a bigger story. It's plastered everywhere. When white children are missing, you know about it. When Black kids go missing, it's rare. Black kids are missing a lot, and we just don't know that this thing is happening because it's not plastered all over, because, you know, we're seeing differently. You know, it's not a story unless, you know, the kid is this cute, you know, little white girl. And that's unfortunate. And that's something that we need to, I don't know who is saying we need to shine a light on, because, you know, Black kids matter too. You know, Black kids. And that's, again, why we say Black Lives Matter is not just about the protesting of police brutality. It's in all aspects of life. We have to continue to say our lives matter, our children's lives matter. So I just wanted to add that.
And it's sad, but for the other people out there, we're not saying just Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Saying as well.
Right.
Also, just like you.
Right.
You know, and it's sad that we always have to say that and put that in there, because that's where all lives matter come from. It's the counter toward Black Lives Matter. You know, you don't see young white men getting shot every other day, every week on the news by a Black cop. Shit, by white cops, you don't see it.
Right.
You don't hear about it.
Right.
So they don't have to worry about that. You know, but we do. You know, Black Lives Matter. But enough about that. We won't get into that because we'll be here all day just on that particular topic itself. We got some more news to get into.
That is true. How about we play a game? You guys want to play a game? We can switch it up a little bit and put the game in.
Yo, let's get it. Game it out, gamer.
Let's game it out. Now it is time for What's Up People News. Who said it?
Ooh,
so let me get my glasses on because I can't see. All right, you guys ready? Usual suspects, you guys ready? All right, let's go. These are going to be a little tough. Sorry, there weren't any. I don't know. Let's just go. Let's go with it. Bill Barr is a man of integrity. I appreciate his misunderstood leadership. And I will give you some hints. He has not been in the news lately. He is a Republican, and he did make a run for president.
Not in the news lately.
Hasn't been in the news lately.
He did run for president.
Yeah, with Trump. Well, not as his running mate, but in that group of
Rudy
Julie. No, Rudy sounds like a Rudy. Think of the people who ran for president. There was a lot of them, actually, to be honest. Wow. A white man.
Newt Gingrich? Nah.
Newt didn't run for president, did he? No.
Nah. I'm trying to think. No, it was only two. There was only two this year.
No, there was no. Well, not. Oh, I'm sorry. Not this one. Back in 2016.
I felt like there was only two people.
Sorry, no.
26. I cannot remember their names.
2016. I'm sorry. I apologize. Back in 2016.
2016. There was a
lot.
There was a whole bunch.
Right. Bill.
What's Romney? Was it
No,
Mitt?
not Mitt. No, because think of what. Oh well, I don't know. Mitt would say Bill Barr is a man of integrity.
He would.
He would.
I don't put nothing
Yeah,
past
that is
Republicans
true.
when it comes to
That you
giving
know
other.
what? You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. They all will. They jump on board when they want. They jump
Yeah,
off when they. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But no,
we got Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz. Nope. I'm gonna give you a hint, and you're gonna get it. His brother. Oh,
He had a brother.
he has a brother in politics,
Is it the no? They're Democrats. They're
and his
twins.
father. And his father was in politics.
Rand
Bush?
Paul.
Bush. Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush said that.
Yeah. Mary got it too.
Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush came out the
1 point for
woodwork.
Oreo. I ain't get that one. Damn it.
Jeb Bush just came out the woodwork. Okay,
He
here we
came
go.
out the cut. Jeb Bush. Please clap for me.
All right.
Yo, that was the funniest thing, yo. Please clap for me.
Oh, Jeb. He's the misunderstood Bush. Okay.
Now that's sleepy Jeb right there. That
Yeah.
dude had no energy.
None.
Oh.
Okay, next quote. Trump can still win the alternative. Sorry. Trump can still win no, hold on. I can't read my writing. I'm sorry. Trump can still win with alternative electoral college electors. I don't even know what that means, but keyword alternative. Trump can still win with alternative electoral college electors. Okay, so this, you know how the electors had to just now vote this past week and then they certify. So this guy said that Trump could still win if we had alternative electors, which they tried. They tried to get alternative electors into those state houses. Okay, this guy is actually in the White House right now.
I'm gonna have to go with Miss Porter and Mr.
Oh, Brian,
Rundles.
they got it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm going with them.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my lifeline. Next, I'm about to call in, and I'm gonna call in a second.
They got it, Steve Miller. No, you guys got it, Miller. Good job. That was a tough one. They got that.
Yo, we got some of the best guests on YouTube. Like
they're pretty
our
smart.
guests are fucking smart as shit. So it should be expected.
Okay, so here's a question. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. What celebrity put his hat in the 2024 presidential race?
Kanye.
Correct.
But you want to know the sad part? Here's the sad part about that, right? If he actually did it wholeheartedly, he could possibly win.
No, you are absolutely correct. I do believe that he has no political sense, neither does Trump. But if he played it right, yeah, I could definitely see that. There's so many freaking Kanye fans out there.
I don't know. He would have to remember the populations that he would have to win. It's not just Kanye fans. He's got to win white suburban women. He's got to win white men. You know what I mean? Like he's got some hurdles.
Hold on. For the simple fact that he backed and was on board with everything that the 4/5 did, he could possibly win those votes.
But then he's gonna lose some black votes. So like if he
lost black votes already.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean. So exactly. He lost a lot of fans. Just so the Ice Cube, they still trolling Ice Cube. If you go on Ice Cube's timeline, black people are still trolling Ice Cube for talking to Trump. Like for still.
Let me ask you this. Let me try to be the devil's advocate.
He's trying to take your was that moniker? But go ahead.
No, that's why I say it, because he says it a lot.
Right.
It's I'm picking up hear me out, right?
Sure.
When would bipartisanship, when would you try it? And I don't mean necessarily you personally, but I'm just saying, so when do we talk to the other side to try to get something done? Or is it just, should we, you know, stick to our side and try to just finagle it like that? Or should there be, when should cooperation happen, I guess is my question, between the Dems and the replugs.
Well, I mean, they're doing it now, right? With the stimulus bill. Like they have to. There's no choice than to have bipartisan bills. Like they have to, just the way it's set up for now. I mean, I guess if we, Georgia, if we get that, we won't have to do too much. But I mean, do we trust them? I don't think we'll ever trust them again, not till these guys all die. I mean, all of them. Just remember, like 126 of them signed off on that fake Texas lawsuit.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot about that.
126 Republicans, politicians in Congress signed off on a fake lawsuit for Donald Trump. So F those dudes, man.
Y'all heard it here, folks. Y'all heard it here.
F those dudes.
F those
F
dudes.
those
Man.
dudes. They all need to just die.
F those dudes. Like and they're punks. Like, and that's like at best, they're punks. Like punks are running this country. Like a bunch of punks. They have no backbone, spineless. And you're gonna talk tough to Putin, and he sees y'all running after Trump, like kissing his butt. Like, how are we tough? How is America tough when those dudes are whatever, man? That's crazy. Kanye West, yeah, good answer. You got it. All right, here's another one. What rapper pled guilty on a federal gun charge for illegally possessing a gold 45 on a private plane?
What rapper?
I know this one.
Good, because I don't. I thought you. I was thinking Casanova till she said like on a plane and gold gun.
Nah, that was Lil Wayne.
That was Lil Wayne.
Oh,
very
damn.
good. So now you know why Lil Wayne was talking to Donald Trump.
He wanted to get rid of those gun charges. He trying to get a pardon too.
I would bet like a lot of money if I had it. That's exactly what he was up there trying to do, get a pardon. Yo, I'll try to get you some black votes if you get me a pardon.
I mean, he's giving them out like hotcakes, so
well, he's not going to give it to him now. He lost. That deal is done. But listen, I mean, it's a federal charge too. He absolutely was trying to get himself a pardon. That's why he was shucking and jiving up at that White House. Come on. Yo, wow. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But he lost, so he's going to jail. Oh, well. Next. Let's see. How many more? All right. Sorry.
She's going over her notes.
I know. I'm going over. I'm sorry. Trying to get the good ones. I have another question. In what country do men have to wear Speedos on the beach?
Like, it's a law you got to wear Speedos? Germany.
No.
I never heard of that.
Mary should know this.
I don't even know. Let me know what that says so I won't want to have to visit there.
You gotta wear a Speedo when you come to our beach.
You know what I'm saying? Have me on the beach in a banana hammock.
I'm waiting for them to catch up. They're still saying Lil Wayne. They're still on Lil. That is
Lil Wayne is down low. It's low down. He can't trust folks. They think they have your back. Think again.
Yeah, it's really a delay. So, in what country? She said, "I wish it was Holland." No, not Holland. In what country do men have to wear Speedos on the beach? Just think about it. Like, think when you watch movies.
France?
Yes. Always in France do you see
What?
men in little Speedos. Always. Because they cannot wear loose fitting clothes on the beach. And the reasoning is very strange. If men wear like trunks that look like shorts, they may have worn those out on the street or in stores. So they don't want people wearing their outside things that they're wearing out on the regular streets on the beach and efforts to keep the beach and the water clean. So you can't wear those clothes. You can only wear a Speedo, tight
So
fitting.
they don't want to get your funky body odor. That's a new one.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
go France, Speedos.
Beaches, swimming pools, any public pools or beaches
You have so
have
it's
to wear
like,
Speedos. It's required to keep the water clean.
well, if I ever visit France, I'm definitely not going to the pool.
Don't go to the beach because that's why you
I'm
see
gonna
all
just
the.
look. I'm gonna look from a distance, like, dang, look at that. That looks fun, but I don't want to wear a speedo. I,
Oh man, right. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I got for the game. So are we gonna move on? Because I'm gonna move like a steam
let's do
engine so
it.
you
Let's
can get
do
it
it.
in. All
And
right.
I agree with you, John Paul. French is wilding. They wilding. I'm with you on that one.
Wait a minute. They forbid what's a burkini? A bikini? They forbid bikinis in France?
Where you? What? What? Who said that?
Mary, is it? I don't know. Did she mean bikini? You said burkini, Mary. I don't know if you meant bikini or if a burkini is something different, like Birkenstocks.
I don't know. Ain't that like? I don't know. Never heard of
Oh
it.
my God! Did Michelle say we should have that here? Yum! Wow.
I'm lost.
What's happening? I don't know
I'm
what's
lost.
happening
I
in
don't
that
know what's
chat
going
right now.
on. They talking
Uh,
weird.
Oh my God. Okay. I do want to give a shout out to all the truck drivers and the
Burqa
pilots.
plus
Oh, were they?
bikini,
Oh,
like a burqa, like what they wear. Oh,
oh, oh.
oh,
So that makes sense because it's loose. So no burqa. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I
got
get it.
you.
Get
See,
it.
you
Get
learn
it.
something new every day.
Wow. France is Islamophobic. That's kind of
Yeah,
crazy. All right. So I want to do some Black excellence first. Let's talk about Rashida Jones. Rashida Jones will be the next president of MSNBC. She is a
nice.
Black woman. She is the first Black woman to be president of a major news network. The current president is Phil Griffin, and he's stepping down after 25 years. So she's going to be taking over February 1st. If anyone watches MSNBC, you've noticed a lot of changes there. I don't know if you have. There's a lot of African Americans with some shows because Joy Reid, of course, she got her show and now she's doing a nighttime show because she did the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Cape Hart, he's a journalist and he would come on now and again. He's got his own show on there. Cross, what's her name? Cross, I forget her name. She's on there. There's like 3 Black news shows on MSNBC as well as Al Sharpton. So kudos to MSNBC giving out these shows like Oreo cookies, strawberry. So yeah, she is the most prominent Black woman in cable news industry right now. So shout out to Rashida Jones.
Nice.
I also want to shout out truck drivers and pilots because they were out here. If you guys watched the news and you saw them delivering those vaccines, I don't know. There was just something about how it was all going down that was like, wow, this is real history right here. I don't know. Did you guys feel that? I don't know. I felt it. Like you see all these FedEx trucks and UPS trucks and the pilots and everybody's loading this stuff up. I'm like, wow, these are people that are behind the scenes that really don't get the shout outs that they deserve because they're delivering this stuff to us, like things that are going to save people's lives. So shout out to them. I would like to talk about Sandra Lindsay. She is a New York City nurse that was the first person in the United States to get the COVID vaccine. She is a Black woman. I believe she is from Jamaica originally. So she is a
Nice.
Black Jamaican.
Nice.
And of course, we know why they rolled out this Black woman to get the vaccine on TV first in the United States, because, Black people are a little iffy about
Little
this
weary.
Yeah, exactly. About this vaccine. And, she got up there and she wanted to let people know that it is okay to get this vaccine. So shout out to Sandra Lindsay. And she is an essential worker. So I think they're doing all essential workers first. And then
Mhm.
they're going to do like the EMS and the firefighters,
And then like the
police,
older generation, and then
yeah,
it just
the
works its
nursing
way down.
homes. Massachusetts, they're going to do part of the first group of people that are getting vaccines. They're doing inmates here in Massachusetts. So, which is very smart, because those people cannot be social distanced.
Mm-mm.
And no one talks about how COVID is ravaging the prison system. So no one's talking about that. So it's good that Baker is doing that. He hasn't signed that bill we're waiting for him to sign, but at least he is gonna get these inmates vaccinated.
Oh my God, I hate that word.
Inmates, okay, what do you want to call them? Just tell
They're
me.
convicts.
Okay, convicts. We'll get these convicts vaccinated.
Because it's a different.
Okay,
Inmates are what's in mental institutions.
okay.
Convicts are in prisons. It's the difference.
Because they've committed crimes.
No, yes, and
So
you don't
that's
have
kind
to
of a
be.
crazy word, though, because
You don't, but you don't have to be. So you don't have to have had just been, or just have had committed a crime to be in a mental institution. People are going there voluntarily and shit like that, or being committed. So they're inmates. That's those people are.
do they
Convicts
know they're
are
called inmates? Do they know they're called? Do they like that? Do they know they're called inmates?
who people in mental institutions.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know, from being where I'm from, that they don't like to be called inmates. They like to be called convicts. What they are.
That's interesting.
It's a difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Sure.
yeah, we just we
Convicts.
learned something, man. We
And-
dropping gems over here.
And you know what? That makes me feel funny saying convicts, because it seems like you definitely committed a crime, because everyone in jail, we know, has not committed a crime, because there are innocent people in jail. So I feel funny even calling them convicts, because they're probably not all convicts.
So, okay, so with that, right? Even if they're innocent, until the case is flipped, they have been what? Convicted.
Yeah, but they're not convicts. Can't you be convicted and not be a convict?
No, because you've been convicted.
But
until you flip that, until you flip it and are released or whatever, then you become an ex-con. It's a lot of words. It's a lot of word jumbo.
That definitely. Yeah. Oh my God, that's okay. So
I mean, it's just understanding the terminology. You know what I mean? For me personally, it's a different world. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a difference, but now I do.
Mm-hmm. It's a difference.
There it is. Learn something new. Gems. Just that drop. All right. What else you got?
Okay, well, I lost my train. Okay, so back to the
Talk
COVID
about the
vaccine.
vaccination of the prisoners.
Yeah, right. We call them prisoners? He said
Well,
convicts. I don't know. I don't even know.
Well, no, but I'm saying though, you were talking about the
You're
vaccination
right.
of the people in jail. So
in jail, right? Exactly.
Yes.
They are getting vaccinated first. I do want to say that a lot of people don't know Kizzmekia Corbett, and Kizzmekia Corbett is a Black scientist who led finding this vaccine. It was her and another scientist, but it was Kizzmekia, which is a Black woman, who was at the helm of creating this vaccine. So for all the people who think that the government is trying to kill you, with this
What was the
vaccine.
lady's name?
Kizzmekia
Spell
Corbett.
that.
Kizzmekia. Corbett. She goes by Kizzy Corbett. And she is a scientist, Black scientist. And she
Awesome.
helped create the COVID vaccine.
And we'll have the link to her to that article in the description below.
Right,
After the show, though.
So if that helps anyone, at least a Black woman had her hands in it, So anyway, I'm going to get to some important things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about Trump's final days. Trump's final days in office, there has been a rush of federal executions. So this is Trump's prison reform, because everyone talks about, what did Trump do for Black people? The first thing that, white Trump supporters want to say, prison reform. So this is what's included in Trump's prison reform. I mean, it's not in writing, but this is what I think is included, these federal executions. And just for the record, Biden does seek to end executions on the federal level. He cannot end executions on the state level, but he can end them on the federal level, and that's what he has promised to do. We need to hold him to that, but that is what he said because he's against it, and that is why Trump is trying to get these men executed before Biden gets in. As we know, Black men are disproportionately arrested, racially profiled, and given harsher sentences. So what, when we say that we are against executions, is not that we are excusing a crime. We're not excusing the crime. We're not saying that, the crime wasn't bad or atrocious, because some of these crimes these men have committed are atrocious. There is a man I think they killed him. One guy, I forgot his name, but he's accused of like raping his 2-year-old daughter and killing her. It's atrocious. But what we're saying is, when executions are there, because you're getting all these people in here and it's disproportionate. Like, white men who commit the same crime don't necessarily get death row. Then you have innocent men on death row. Then you're clumping people together, because we had Nathaniel Green, who didn't kill anyone, but he was just there. He was murdered this summer. So it's just putting everyone in this net, and mostly Black men are falling in this net and they're being executed. So before Trump took office, there was only 3 federal executions. This was before Trump. Guess under whose administration? Republicans. All of the executions have been under Republican executions. So think about it, because sometimes there are Black people out here who are like, they're all the same. Democrats are the same. Republicans are the same. They're not the same. Like, they really aren't. We're not dealing with a lesser of 2 evils, and people like to say that. To me, there's evil, because we're giving you this, right? This is like from research. 3 federal executions before Trump, and it's been the Republicans. Republicans are out here executing Black men disproportionately. How are they the same when Democrats are trying to get rid of this because it's killing Black men disproportionately? And Republicans are like, no, if you commit a crime, hey, that's it. But they out here, white men doing the same crimes and getting lesser sentences. It's not right. So since July, because let's just keep on with what Trump is doing right now. Since July, there has been 10 executions on the federal level. That is insanity. 10. That's including the last ones, because I think there's been 2 in 2 months. Those 2.
You can't forget last week, Bernard.
Right.
Mr.
Exactly.
Bernard, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He had lethal injection.
Right.
he was a getaway driver in a heinous killing of a white couple. Um, he didn't actually commit the murders, but he was the driver. In typical cases, they tried both of them separately, but
Mhm.
for some reason, in this particular case, they tried them both together. Even the jury, uh, e- even though they did it after the fact, a lot of the jury who did convict Mr. Bernard um, for execution came back and said no, we didn't have enough evidence. There wasn't enough information. He wasn't. He was just the driver. He wasn't the actual shooter. Yes, he was a part of it, but he's not the one who actually pulled the trigger. But that's how they tried it. So he's one of the 10 that Miss Knowledge was talking about.
Right.
Y'all
And
gotta,
okay.
yeah, y'all have to understand too, though. Even though the laws are real tricky, man. They're real finicky,
Hmm.
but you know they can charge you in certain instances as if you did pull the trigger. If you
Gotcha.
went there, if you went there knowing that something bad was going to happen, you're just as guilty as the person that did whatever they did. So that's just like, for instance, that's just like me calling y'all to like, hey, I found a sweet lick on a bank, small bank, it's on the side road, nobody know where it's at, we can rob it. You know what I'm saying? And I say, hey, brother McNuggets, I need you to run in the bank with me.
Hmm.
Knowledge, I need you to drive the getaway car. But we go in the bank and, what I'm saying, I decide to kill everybody in there because somebody was looking at me wrong. They're going to try all of us the same way because we
Gotcha.
knew we had the actual knowledge that we knew that we was about to go and do this or at
Hmm.
least rob the bank. We knew that we was about to go commit a crime. Whatever happened in the process, it's like, hey, you knew the crime was going to happen. You shouldn't have been there to begin
Right.
with.
Gotcha.
So in certain
Gotcha.
circumstances, certain instances, they can try you as if you did do the actual thing.
Right.
Gotcha.
And they should, but it shouldn't be disproportionate. And that is the problem. Like that absolutely makes sense. If you're going to do some dirty stuff and just because you didn't pull the trigger, but you know that, the objective was to kill everybody in the house and you were there and you were down with it, absolutely. But what, as we know, what tends to happen is they treat black people who commit that crime differently than
That's right.
someone that is
Right.
white may not get a go
Listen, all you have to say this and just drop the mic. Look at the marathon bomber.
right.
So he was like, I want to die. Like, whatever. So they're about to give him, I believe they're about to give him a new trial just to give him life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Right.
Wow.
Because he was
Right.
sentenced to death row
Right.
for the
Yep.
marathon killings.
Yep.
And he was telling them he wants to die. But they're about to give him a whole new trial so that he can face life in prison without parole.
Right.
Dang,
It's crazy. And
that is crazy.
look at Nathaniel Woods, that case. That was in Alabama. And Alabama love executing some black folks. Nathaniel Woods, he was in a house with I guess a friend of his. They were doing drugs. Cops came to get him on a warrant. He came out of the house. They had him in handcuffs. His friend came out guns a-blazing and killed, I don't know, two sheriffs or something like that. So they both get death row. The friend told everyone and testified he didn't know I was going to do it. How
Mm.
I didn't know I was going to do it because I was on drugs. They've been trying to get they were trying to get Nathaniel Woods off of death row forever, and they executed him. Executed him. They
So sad. So
right.
sad.
And Trump,
So
and again, Trump could stop these. Like he's not trying, he wasn't trying to do this. This is their goal. William Barr, when he came in, said that everyone who was on death row under his watch, they were gonna take care of this. So, and that's what they're doing. They got three more to go before Trump goes, and they're gonna execute the three before Trump leaves office.
That's sad.
That's
What were you gonna?
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. That man, like I think they
So
gave.
how,
Oh, go on.
this is something that I don't know, but how does the process go for the executions? Because you have people that be on death row for like 20, 30 years
Right,
before it's their
right.
time. How does it actually go?
Maybe it's them in their appeals. Maybe when you finally run out of appeals, and
Yeah.
that's when it's your time. And I think that's what
Okay.
happened with Nathaniel Woods. He had just run up. He had no more appeals, and he had all these different groups trying to get him out of there, and they got to stay at the last minute. I remember it. And but then the governor, a Republican governor, of course, nah, just let him go. So
Mm.
sad. All right, next
Mhm.
story and the last story. And again, all Black Lives Matter. We just wanted to be treated equally, right? Everyone should be treated equally, regardless. If you have a white convict and you have a Black convict and they commit the same crimes, you have to treat them the same. Black people should not be treated differently. Don't believe that hype when people keep saying that you know, Black people are only 13% of the population and commit 40% of the crimes. That is bullshit. Because if you look at
Mhm.
the FBI crime tables, no, it's arrests. You're looking at arrest. It's not committing the crime. It's just the arrest because Black people are arrested at higher rates. And oftentimes they're getting off because they didn't do anything. They've just been racially profiled. So it's not 13% of a population committing all of these crimes. They're being arrested disproportionately and they haven't committed any crimes.
Mhm.
So take that to the bank. Let's go. Next is I want to talk about two women. I want to talk about Rebecca Jones in Florida, and I want to talk about Anjanette Young in Chicago. So Rebecca Jones was or is the white, and help me out with this one, McNugget. She is the scientist that did she do COVID research?
Say that again. Which
Florida,
lady?
Rebecca Jones, the woman that got her house raided.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
She is the one who is doing Florida's COVID
data.
website. All
Right.
the data, getting all the information, letting know how many people are infected, how many deaths, which
Right.
areas are high risk, all of
Right.
that. Yeah.
Right. So apparently Rebecca Jones, she talked too much for the governor of Florida, and Brian Rundle probably knows this story a little more than I do. And I don't want to tell the whole story about Rebecca Jones because I just want to laser focus on the raid that happened. Um, so a raid happened. I don't want to talk about why the raid happened, but she was raided. Something about emails, blah, 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 blah. So the cops came in, raided her house. It looked pretty scary. It looked disrespectful. I know she was afraid. I'm sure her family was afraid. The cops came in as they do. Looked like a knock warrant or something
A no
like
knock
that.
warrant.
It looked like they rang her bell. I think they actually rang her bell and she opened up the door. So what is that?
Busted in.
Right. They didn't break anything. So it wasn't a no knock because they rang the bell, came in. I guess they put a gun to her son and husband. They were upstairs and they had the guns out, whatever. You know, I would be pissed off too. That's
Yeah.
Re- so that's Rebecca Jones and her raid. So let's look at another raid that happened. And actually, this raid happened 2 years ago, but it just got uncovered this week. This was a raid in Chicago. Anjanette Young, a social worker, came home from work, took a shower, took her clothes off, was getting ready to go to bed. A battering ram came through her door. All these cops, all men, came through the door. And Jeanette was naked. They put her in handcuffs and started going through her house. I don't even remember anyone saying why they were doing it. They just started looking for things and tearing her house apart. In the video, you can see like goddess faith on her walls, crosses like she's Christian, you can tell because of the
She's
stuff.
religious.
She's
She be
religious.
over there Sunday morning singing the
Exactly.
hymns.
Sending the hymns, and she's begging, and why are you here? You got the wrong person. She said that no less than 43 times, they said. Mind you, she's still naked with her hands tied behind her back, with men just going around her apartment, some men standing around. She's crying. Like I can't even explain. I can't give you enough adjectives and words so you can visualize unless you actually saw this video, because it was so disgusting to have this naked woman with her hands behind her back with these men just walking back and forth, and she's crying. She doesn't know why they're in there. I don't even know if she knew who they were. She's saying you got the wrong person. So it shows them going back and forth. Finally, like minutes and minutes and minutes later, one of them just gave her a little jacket and put over her, but her arms are behind her back. So the jacket keeps falling off. And she's still screaming, you got the wrong person. They find nothing. And you can tell that they found nothing because they're kind of standing around like, what the fuck do we do now? Right?
They know they fucked up.
Because they know they fucked up. Right. They know that they fucked up. So they showed two of them go into the car, and you can hear them talking. Did you see the video? And
I saw the video, but not this part that you're referring to.
Right. Two of the guys, because they still had on the body cam still going. And apparently they figured out it was wrong. They were going on, they had a tip from their anonymous source. Toe gave them a tip and gave them her apartment, and it wasn't approved. Like you can hear him say this hasn't been approved. Like they just got the tip and went straight to her. So they didn't even go through the right process, right? She didn't even fit the description. She's telling them, I live alone. There's nobody here. I live alone. So then the two men go back inside. Now they take their body cams off because they're wrong. So because they got to tell the other people that they're wrong. So now they take the stuff off. So now it's off. Now a female cop comes in because they must have called her, and she finally takes the woman in the back, takes off her handcuffs, puts on clothes, puts the handcuffs back, takes it back with all the cops. And then they finally work it out like, oh, okay, sorry. And then uncuff her. They try to fix her door. Did you see? They tried to fix a door with an ironing board. Like they couldn't fix it. So they just put an ironing board to hold the door up because they broke her door down. So now they're trying to, because they messed up. So now they're like, God, like they're trying to fix it. Like, yo. And then they put the ironing board up to try to fix the door. And on their way out, one of them was like, I'm sorry. Like, are you kidding me?
Like, nah, I'm about to sue you. All y'all getting sued.
Meanwhile, next door is the guy.
Are you serious?
The guy they were looking for was right next door. They had the wrong apartment. He was on home confinement, awaiting trial. He had a tracker on his ankle. So if they did a little more research, just a little, they would have found him. He probably listening to it go down. Like,
yeah, he was like, "Oh snap!"
So I'm sorry. I have to comment on this, right?
Go right ahead.
So here's the part that is so sad about the whole situation, right?
Very sad.
One is they did that. They could have scared this woman half to death. They could have killed her, but they had her naked.
Could have.
I haven't seen the video.
I
haven't seen the video, but we have that, right? And then we have the part that the information came from an informant. That's the second sad part. And the third sad part about that is you're saying that he was on home confinement with an ankle monitor.
Yes.
Those things are so accurate, right? Like they can put you in your home, tell you what floor you're on, what room you're in. You could be in the bathroom taking a boo-boo, and they will know that you're in the bathroom on the toilet. Like that's how. So what they were supposed to do, or what they could have done was, because when you're on an ankle, you got to answer to somebody, whether it's a probation officer, you got to answer to somebody You find out, you get a tip from an informant. You find out, oh, this guy, Joe Blow here. Okay, let's run him through the database. Oh, Joe Blow was on the ankle monitor. His PO is such and such and such. Let's give them a call. Hey, just want you to know we got some information on your client, and we're about to go and pick him up. We need you to come with us because that's what they have to do. They have to get the probation officer because they're the ones who can actually. Well, no, they don't have to, but it's better to do it that way because
they have more information about the person.
They have more information because they can be like, oh, okay, well, let's go down to my office. They can go down to the office with whoever the supervisor is, track his monitor. Oh, he's in, Southwest Illinois in apartment 302. They done kicked in 303. You know what I'm saying? It fucked up, but they could tell him like, yo, he's in 302 in the bathroom right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go get him. But nah, They got gung ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a whole shitstorm coming their way.
Well, they've been so here's the other piece to that, because this story is 2 years. This happened 2 years ago. This isn't even recent. This is 2 years. So she has an attorney. This is she is suing them. This happened 2 years ago. And let's call Mayor Lightfoot to the stage. I'm so disappointed in her. So disappointed. I think she is the first Black female mayor of Chicago. So disappointed in her. This did not happen on her watch, but she hid this. She knew that this happened when she got there, and she hid this from the press, and she hid this from everyone. Now she out here, I'm sorry, Aunt Jeanette, Miss Young, you're sorry now because it's out in public. She hid this for 2 years. She knew that this happened. Not only did she know that this happened, when Miss Young and her attorney tried to get this video out there, because she's like, I don't care if I'm naked. I want people to see this. They put sanctions on this woman. They didn't want her to talk. Gag order, as you said earlier. They did not want her to talk. They did not want her to talk. So her or her attorney.
Yeah, because those things could be detrimental to the case, regardless of, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what happened to her. Not saying that it's not something to be talked about, right? But you bring it to light, you bring it to everyone's attention once it's over.
But
because when you keep talking about it, and that's why when things happen, that's why you go to your lawyer, you get what you need to get done off the rip. The more you talk about it, right, the more exposure is going to get. And then you can get a group of people, if you take this to trial, that could lean one way or another.
Right. But here's the thing. 2 years. She hasn't said anything for 2 years. That's why her and her attorney are now saying, F this. People need to know what happened, because they've been wiping it under the table and nothing's been happening. There hasn't been any accountability, zero accountability. No cops are off the force. No cops have been investigated. Nothing for 2 years. So if you hear her, she's done some interviews now, because it's only now. She didn't talk for 2 years. It's only this week that her and her attorney are saying it's time to bring this to the public. And all she is saying is, I want accountability. Because there hasn't been any. And that's crazy. This woman has been living with post-traumatic stress for 2 years.
Dang.
2 years? I've been quiet for 2 years trying to let y'all get this together. Did they think she was going to go away? They just think like this case was just, she was going to forget it happened. She's like, it did nothing. Does not say anything. The fuck is wrong? No, her and her attorney are absolutely right. You got to hold their feet to the fucking fire, because this could happen again. The next person could be killed. She could have died. She could have been the next Breonna Taylor. They were in the wrong fucking house. Chicago is notorious for this. I mean, other states too, but Chicago is really bad. And they're good for hiding their stuff because Rahm Emanuel out there hiding all kinds of shit they've been doing. The Chicago police force is really dirty out there. And they try to hide it. And that's all I got. So, but you're right. I get it. You don't want to jeopardize the case, but nothing's been going on. There's no case. They haven't done anything but put it in with a file cabinet and shut the door and locked it. Like, now something's gonna happen. Watch. Watch.
They need to get sued. That lady needs to get paid.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happening. Like, they just didn't do anything. The police have been dragging their feet. Mayor Lightfoot dragging her feet.
That's sad, and that's sad that she tried to cover it up.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
Messed up.
Yeah.
All right. We are getting around the bend, getting close to wrapping the show up. But before we go, I'm gonna get into a couple headlines that I got. I'll make them quick and brief. But the first thing that we're going to talk about is the Georgia runoff. Very important election with Reverend Warnock, Reverend Warnock, and John Ossoff. The Ossoff.
Yeah, just stop.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you know who I'm saying, right? They both of those candidates are in the Georgia runoff. As of right now, it is early voting between these two. This could happen in a couple number of ways. One, both Republicans can win. And if that happens, the Republicans retain control of the Senate. We don't want that, especially with Dick Mitch up there. He got to go, right? Or it could be a 1-1 where one Republican wins and one of the Democrats wins. If that happens, then it's a tie. There's no majority control. It's a split even right down the middle. Or, which we want to happen, both Democratic candidates win, which means we then have the House, which is very important, and the Senate, which is very important, and the presidency, trifecta. That's what we want. We want the trifecta, right? And the reason why, hold on one second, I'm just getting my notes. So the election for this runoff is January 5th. Again, right now, it's early voting. Unfortunately, I couldn't see when early voting was gonna stop, but I'm guessing it's gonna stop a week before January 5th. But as of right now, December 17th, early voting is still going on.
A million people have voted.
Nice.
1 million people. That's crazy.
Nice. Let's get those votes out there, and let's elect those both Democratic candidates so we can have the House, Senate, and the presidency. And hopefully, if we get that, we can definitely get some things passed, some real legislation, not just executive orders. Right. Fix a lot of the bullshit that this 4-5 has caused. Student debt, the rent moratorium, getting people back to workforce, getting kids back into school, getting back into the Paris Climate Agreement. There's a lot of things that the fuck boy has done. And so it's going to take a while for us to get it back to where we need to. But, having Joe win the presidency and hopefully us winning the Georgia runoff, a lot of good things can happen. So get out there and vote. Just like Ms. Knowledge said, 1 million people already voted, early voting.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Keep it up, Georgia. Let's get these Democrats in the Senate, please. So with that, we're going to be moving right along. The second thing I want to talk about, which is very, 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 very important, is the stimulus package. Um, it's not really stimulus package. It's more like, yo, people need money. It's a
Right.
money package. It's a
Right.
brick. I wish it was a brick of money, but it's not. But it's going down. And so I have some updates to give you guys. Um, so as of right now, if you guys don't remember, the first time we got direct payment at the start, well, the third half of the freaking pandemic, we all got a one-time payment of $1,200. It wasn't enough. It was a one-time payment, but it was still good. $1,200. I got to pay some bills, so it was cool. I still wish it was more consecutive,
Right.
lasting a lot longer. But hey, our government 4-5 all fucked up. But as of right now, so we're gonna get back the updates. So instead of 1,200, they're looking at giving you a $600 direct deposit. If you make under a certain amount of money, you may. This hasn't been confirmed. It may not happen, but you may get an additional $100. So if you make under, let's say,
An additional
18,000,
100?
yeah,
100?
100, $100. So if you make, let's say, under 18,000 a year, you may be in the qualifying for an additional $100. So instead of getting that 600, you may get 700. For everybody, unfortunately, that's unemployed, which is over 45 million of us of our Americans, brothers and sisters. Instead of getting that extra 600 that people were getting back in June, I think it stopped in July, September, somewhere around there. I can't remember the exact date. But when people were getting that additional $600, they're taking that away, slashing that in half. And now you'll be getting $300. So whatever you were getting for unemployment, just add $300 to that, and that's what you'll be getting. We should have been getting $1,200 from the start, even if it was once a month from the time we first got it up until now. A lot of people are struggling, trying to find jobs. Jobs are limited. Like I said, there's over 45 million Americans who don't have a job, who don't know if their job is coming back. The eviction moratorium is right around the corner. It's cold, winter's here.
God.
We have people who are homeless, people who are going to lose their homes. The pandemic is worse now than when we were getting the initial $1,200. Now they cut that in half to only 600. So things are getting worse. More people are losing jobs, losing homes, struggling to make ends meet for no fault of their own. And the fuck boys in Congress and in the Senate said, you know what, that $1,200, that was too much. That was too rich.
Yep.
And that was one of their talking points. Like, nah, how are you going to make more money not working?
Right.
Versus when you are working? Well, there's a damn pandemic outside. People are dying. People need to stay home. I got to make more money. But that's where we're at. This has not been finalized, but it is moving in the right direction. I wish there was more money that they were giving us, but as of right now, we have to take what we can get. And it's so sad that they're more worried about these massive major corporations who have billions and billions of dollars, not just here, but overseas. They're good.
I have a
They're worried
question.
about them.
I have a question. Are they extending the rent moratorium?
No, they are not extending it.
So what happens with so in New York, 400,000 families are facing eviction. That's just in New York.
You see that? I'm not even trying to be funny. This is what the
Like,
people.
where
This is
do
what they're
those
saying.
people? But
Peace.
where do they go? Like, I'm baffled by this. Like, what?
I mean, shelters, but those are going to get filled up quick. They're already filled to the brim with just regular homeless people. You know what I'm saying? On top of now, you're going to add families, 400,000 families or so. Like they
I mean,
they
I
don't
get
care
it,
about the people.
right? And I get it because I get landlords have to pay their mortgage as well. So if they're not getting money from the tenant, then they're struggling to pay their mortgage too and may lose their home. So it's just like a dirty, twisted
Our
cycle, but
government dropped the ball. They
they
should
really
have
did. Right.
frozen everything from top to bottom.
Right.
Pay the people
Right.
like us so that we can, go to the store, buy the necessities, pay the landlords so that they can pay what they have to,
Right.
freeze our payments, pay the landlords, pay corporations to pay their employees to stay home.
Right.
But they didn't do that.
Right.
So here we are now, 300,000 plus uh, um, um, infections, people getting sick with the COVID. Like it's $600 is not enough. It's not enough. Even one time payment. No, no. I said it last week. I'll say it again. We need a straight lockdown, 4 months. They need to pay us $1,200 for those 4 months. Even if I would say if they paid us $600 every 2 weeks
Right.
for the next 4 months. Tell the corporations close your doors, only come out when you need to go shopping, getting some food. We need to get past this. But hey, we're not. People are dying. Oh well, as long as these big corporations got the money to keep their doors open and keep money in their CEOs' pockets, everything is everything. So that's what I got. I'm about to wrap it up. Anything you guys want to say before we? Oh, wait, nope, we gotta wait. Brother Oreo, got to show
Yeah,
some up. Let us know what
yeah.
you got for us, brother.
I, you know, so this is what I want to say. All right. Um, of that $1,200 stimulus package, right? The first time go around, I think what was on it is if you had, I think it was up to two dependents, maybe they gave you a little extra on top, right? I think it was, I think it was 500. Was it per dependent?
Something like that.
I think it was, yeah, it was, yeah. Because I had one and I got 17. So I think it was up to two that they gave you the limit, and they gave you extra 500 for the what you call it, right? So all these people that were facing, so let's say the facts and let's say the truth, right? So a lot of people that were facing eviction, like don't get me wrong, I'm not stereotyping or anything like that, but a lot of those things were people who had actual homes, probably had good paying jobs that was keeping their mortgages afloat, or people, who had, decent enough jobs to keep their rent afloat. But a lot of people that are facing a lot of these evictions, right? And you dig into it, all the people that have public assistance, have housing, like stuff like that. If you got a couple of dollars for rent, there should be no reason why you should be facing eviction. Now, I know you got to feed your family. I know you got to pay your other bills, right? But during certain things that people have to notice, they can't shut you off. A lot of things that you have, they can't shut you off. They can't just do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you was in one of those positions, you should have took some of that money and put it towards your bills to help you in the long run.
And that wasn't a lot of money though. That just
it really
rents is
wasn't.
so expensive. And those people lost their jobs too. Like a lot of people could not.
Right. A lot of people lost their jobs, right? So from what was it, March, right, to July, right? People was getting that pandemic unemployment. Listen, I got it for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? After my job, I got it for 2 months. right? That was for $900 a week. There's no way. There shouldn't be no way impossible at $900 a week and $3,600 a month that you can't bounce back. There's no way. Like, I'm not being, please don't think that I'm being heartless, but I'm thinking that it's time for people to start making better decisions. Help yourself before anybody else helps you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying take your whole stimulus check and put it all on your bills. Now you don't got no food to eat or nothing like that. But if you got $1,200, right? If, your light bill is $100 to go grocery shopping to the last year couple of months, listen, put $500-$600 there. You still have $500 left, right? If you owe $1,000 on your rent, just show good faith. Yo, here's $300. You still got $200 left to ease you through the tough times. You got to start making decisions. People's got to start making better decisions. So I'm glad y'all brought that up, because this all falls into the line of my closing, right? So what I want to say about my closing is, everybody believes in, a God or a higher power or something out there, right? I hear a lot of people say things along the lines of, let go and let God, or give it to God and let him do it. I believe that you are in control of your own destiny in your feet. But at the same time, your choices, your decisions, your actions could change and or alter somebody else's. You got to take control over your destiny and do what you have to do to survive. I'm not saying that you go out and do stupid things, but just make better decisions, because that's going to control your outcome. People get money and they just blow it on. Oh, them new Jordans is coming out. Oh, I got to get my baby the best new pair, and that they're going to grow out of in 3 months. Those are not good choices. That's not controlling your destiny. That's something to flex for the gram or to flex for Facebook for a day or two. Make better decisions, people. Like, you control your destiny and your fate, and what you do may alter somebody else's. So, saying that to say this, just because you get a little bit of money in your hand, if you're not getting a little bit of money on a consistent basis, the little bit that you get when you do get it, make the right choices with it. That's it.
Well, before we go, I'm just going to speak for the single mamas out there. I mean, I know, all this sounds easy, but I know every situation is not the same. There are people who blow through money, but there are people, like me. I look at myself, I make pretty good money, but I'm always broke because there's always something that has to be done. There's kids, there's dentists, there's co-pays. Someone broke a tooth here. That's a big co-pay. I broke a tooth in the back. I got to get a crown. Furnace is broken, like car, my rotors. I just had to get that done. So there are things beyond our control that actually happens that, chunks of money has to go out. It's easy for me to say, I just, a furnace, I got to take care of it. My car, I have to take care of it. So I'm just saying, it's not always so cut and dry with people. Again, I agree. There are people who be in line getting the next iPhones and the next this and that. Right. But I know that there are truly a bulk of people that are just working and trying to make it work. And they've already started off poor and they're already behind because they're already poor, right? So if you're already behind with your rent because you're not making a lot of money, so, you may be like a month behind already, just trying to chug along like that. And then when you lose your job and this, when you're already behind, it's tough to get ahead. So that's just my thing. And,
and listen, I get that. And I understand that. But my whole point of saying everything that I said was because you got, because you received a little bit of money doesn't mean you blow it.
Correct.
You put it towards the things that are needed. Use it for necessities, not wants.
Correct.
You know, that's all I'm saying.
Correct.
Mhm,
Correct.
That's all I'm saying.
So
real
when y'all
quick,
get y'all stimulus, keep your money. Save it, put it in the bank, 'cause you ain't getting no more. It's
Shit,
done.
I get my stimulus. It's going to the bills. I don't even get from broke
I
average.
do.
It's
I'm
going
buying
right to the
oil.
bills.
I already know. I'm like, I'm buying me 100 gallons of oil to heat my house. I already know what's going on.
right? Yo, real quick, two quick things I wanted to follow up. Real quick, going back to what Brother Oreo said earlier about the death penalty. I have an article. How does the federal death penalty work? I'll leave that in the description. After the show, I also have a link to Dr. Kismika Corbett.
Corbett. Yeah.
Corbett.
Corbett.
Corbett. Might be French. Corbett.
No, it's Corbett.
Corbett.
Well, as far as I know, it's Corbett.
All right, so
it's two T's.
I have a link to the article talking about her and what she did and all of that. So I have both of those links in the description after the show. And I also have one more link talking about police reform. Last week I talked about how the police reform bill is sitting on Charlie Baker's desk, hasn't signed it. So just the other day, he released his version of the police reform bill. Fuckboy is what we need to say to Charlie Baker. But one of our guests, awesome guest, Bree Nichols, we had her on a couple months ago. Great activist. She's out in the city of Brockton doing her thing, getting the messages out there, fighting for the people. But she had posted a script that you can use. Call Governor Baker, tell him, hey, I don't like the police reform changes that you did. They are not for me. Just a quick little example. Hi, my name is blank and I live in blank. The legislator passed a good policing racial justice bill. I'm asking you to reject the amendments to the governor. I am asking you to reject the amendments the governor backs. I'm asking you to pass the strongest bill possible so we can have fairness in our policing and racial justice for all. Please do not delay this process. Do not delay further. I can't. It's small type, but I'll leave a link for that as well. So
like, how we gonna call? We can't even read the damn prompt.
I can't. You'll be able to see it. It's just my screen. I can't see it because the way the link was sent to me, everything got very compressed. But hold on, let me see if I can do that. Yes, it's very compressed. But when you see it, you'll be able to read it. There are numbers on there that you can call. The Senate President Karen Spalika and the House Speaker Robert DeLeo. So both of their numbers are on there with their email addresses. So those are the three things I want to quickly talk about before we wrap this wonderful show up. So again, all these, I'll have the links in the description after the show. But with that being said, any final words you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
Thank the usual suspects because, the chat's been on fire. They've really been talking, giving us some information here. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Y'all come through every week. So we appreciate it.
Yes, tell your friends, tell everybody, strangers, to tune in. We're trying to hit that 1K goal, so we're always looking for new subscribers. Tune into the show, pass the information around, because what we talk about is for y'all. I like what we do. We like what we do. We want to get the information out to the people. We keep it raw, we keep it real, we keep it gritty. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe. Tell everybody. We want to break that 1K mark, so we can get to that next level. That's our goal. Please help us get there.
Yeah, we're trying to level up.
Yeah, we're trying to level up. But anything you want to say, brother Oreo?
Man, that's it.
All right. Well, look, y'all stay safe, stay warm.
Wait, is it Christmas? Yes, wait, oh no,
Next week.
Christmas is on
next
Saturday.
Friday.
Okay. Was it Friday? Friday?
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, why did I think it was Saturday? Oh, so are we doing a show next week, guys? It's Christmas Eve.
I don't know. We'll talk about that on the background. When we come back around. But y'all have a good rest of the night. Have an awesome weekend. Again, stay safe, stay warm, wear your mask, wash your hands. And again, stay safe. See y'all next week.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.